So yeah, today is start of race 8, which is the race from Halong Bay to Zhuhai, our home port. Been waiting for this for quite a long time.
Le Mans start is a special kind of race start, and it's a way for us to start the race when we can't do it so close to land, so everyone can see.
We'll start with our head sails down, and then at the go, all the crew run forwards and start hoisting sails. There's a bit of mayhem.
Had a very exciting Le Mans start. I think we're doing well. We've already had a sail change. We're on our way to Zhuhai, hometown.
600-mile race, so one day in, we're sort of roughly a quarter of the way through it already, so we haven't got that far to go really, and that's the problem. One mistake and you can lose a lot of ground that's very hard to make up, so it's quite tense, short racing, I have to say.
So here we are in the middle of the first window of race number 8.
It's been a pretty tough morning for us. We've been stuck in a wind hole just off the southwest corner of Hainan Island. Basically had no wind at all. We initially lost a bit of ground to the guys up in front, and the wind is just starting to pick up now. So I'm hopeful that we're already starting to make some ground on them. It's starting to look really good.
We came on watch today. We were sitting in, we think, around 3rd position. We had Zhuhai, Halong Bay directly in front of us. And for the last 6 hours, it's been wind changes, sail changes, direction changes, a lot of tacks, getting ourselves into a new position. And through all of that, we've managed to sail past both of the boats that were in front of us. There's a lot of fishing activity in this region, especially as we got close to the island. And so we were navigating long sets of nets that had little openings that you could sort of navigate your way through. So between the helm and somebody on the bow, we were able to find our way through safely.
Welcome to morning of day 3 on Zhuhai. We've had a bit of a tough night. We were slower than the boats behind us. We've got Halong Bay just behind us at the moment. They've been catching us all evening. We can't quite work out why we're slower than them, but we're hoping that the wind picks up soon, and we're about to turn the corner in the near future to head straight up to Zhuhai, which should be better for our boat speed.
So last night we made the decision to head towards Mark Kitchen. We tacked basically the wrong way rather than heading south, and then we ended up in a wind hole early hours of this morning. We then had to make the decision to sort of head back out down south really slowly and on losing tack, and end up being in sort of 5th or 6th position, hanging on to 4th at the moment.
Just had night 2 of race 8, and it was a bit of a tough one. Started off blowing nicely, but gradually died during the night. We were tacking upwind through a whole bunch of fishing pots and fishing boats and flashing lights. There was a lot of tacking. The guys had to work really hard to keep the boat moving fast, but we're still right at the front of the fleet, so this is our work has paid off so far.
We pushed further south because we noticed people were getting more wind further south, and unfortunately we've got caught out by this wind hole here that's just occurring at the bottom of Hainan Island, and unfortunately we've gone from 2nd to 10th, so it's a bit of a downer at the moment, but the guys are still fighting hard up on deck at the moment.
Last skid was a little more promising than the previous one, so all the boats are sort of clumped together. We're approaching a bit of a wind hole towards the end of the race, so I think that could have some consequences on the lead boat, so we're trying to go as fast as we can and, you know, maybe a little bit of luck and we'll make up some time, so yeah. Oh, I got pooped on by a bird this morning. Out of all this space where a bird could have pooed, and it hit me, so there's a little bit of luck sprinkled in.
We rounded the mark probably about 16, 17 miles behind the main pack of boats, and about half an hour ago they all started appearing on AIS at about 12, 13 miles away. So we've had a really good morning catching up.
Stuck in the wind hole, and you can see that there's not much interesting or exciting things going on, and everybody's sitting on deck. This is the race we really want to win, and it just feels so sad and mad at the same time. So it's very frustrating.
It's a short stopover, and the arrival window is a short arrival window because of the tides. So we have a certain amount of time that we can get into Zhuhai, which is a short period, and we need to be there before a certain time. So we've had to cut the race short due to the time restrictions.
We've done well to sort of get ourselves back in the mix again after a difficult day yesterday, and we're currently about 107 nautical miles now from the finish, so sort of in the closing sort of stages of the race. We're still very much in the mix. We've got a few boats all around us, so it's going to be quite a tight finish, I think.
We have half an hour to go before the end of the race, so we're gonna try hoisting the staysail to see what happens. Maybe we're gonna win some few knots, point something. We're trying everything right now to go faster.
For very light conditions, a little bit shifty wind, nice thick fog, which apparently is part of this area. It's renowned for. But yeah, we're going along 3.5 to 4.5 knots and trying to sail the shortest distance we can to the finish line, so we give ourselves a chance.
We're sort of working on positioning ourselves to catch the wind the other side of the wind hole, and then we received notice from the race office that actually, due to the tide time has come into the marina and things like that, they were going to finish the race at 8 o'clock this morning. So suddenly that changed the game completely. It was then just who could get as close to the finish as possible by 8 o'clock this morning. And it's been unbearably tense. It's been sort of cat and mouse all night, us and the fishing fleet, and then we've had RRs and Oceans who are just behind us, about half a mile away, and UNICEF off down there somewhere in the fog. And it's, yeah, it's been an incredibly tense 5 or so hours.
2, 1, and we have finished. Nice job.
Another one intense finish to a very slow race. But I think we're all happy, we're all satisfied from coming back from 9th to 5th. And we are confident that had this race continued, it would have been even better.
Leg 5. This is the ultimate leg for me. 5 legs, 25,000 nautical miles, halfway around the world, into China, into the motherland. So excited. Just feels so unreal. It's half a year already. Zhuhai is literally right there. Wow. We're going in today.
It was a very short race, very unlike every other race on the this Clipper edition, and it was good. The crew work was fantastic. Unlucky, I think, just to end up where we've ended up, but I'm still hugely proud of the team. I think we were fighting right to the end, really pushing hard.
They were all the ambassadors on my first time round.